Ramchandra, do prayer.
Okay. Om Jnanatimirandasya Gnananjanashalakayam Chakshuranmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shanyavadi Pasyatya Desatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Thank you, Ramachandra. Okay, Mataji is there on the call. We will give her the host. Mataji, please take over, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Sorry, I'm late today. Hare Krishna, everyone. Just a second. Yes. Can you all hear me?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Did you all recite the prayers already?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a little late today. Just give me a minute. I'm going to share my file. PPT. Yes. So
Mataji, do we have moral stories today?
no, today is Tuesday, right? What day we have moral stories usually?
Friday.
Friday?
Thursday? Sorry, Thursday.
It is Thursday. Thursday we have moral story.
Thursday, yes, Thursday. So today we have Sanskrit because it's Tuesday. Just give me a minute. Okay, so since we have already recited the prayers, let's practice this verse. I think by now you all are aware of this verse, right? Yes. Is there anyone new today who doesn't know this verse? This is from Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 1, verse 10, which we have been practicing from last week. Anyone new today who doesn't know this verse? Okay, so I assume that everyone knows this verse. So I'll probably make you all recite this one by one. Okay, let's all recite this together first in the beginning. Okay, you all unmute and then we will go one by one. 3, 2, 1.
Prayena Payusha Sabya Kalavasmin Yuge Jana Manda Sumanda Matayo Manda Bhagya Upadita.
Very good. I already see raised hands. So let me call out your names. Krishna Naina, can you go ahead? If anyone wants to recite this without looking at it, let me know. I can change the big slide, okay? Go ahead, Krishna Naina. Krishna Naina, are you there? Okay, meantime, Balvrinda, can you recite?
Okay, Mataji, can you can I do it without seeing, Mataji?
Okay, okay. Go ahead.
Prayera Payusha Sabya Kalo Kalavasmin Yoge Jana Manda Sumanda Matayo Manda Bhagya Heo Padrita. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Very nice. Krishnadena, are you there now? Can you unmute? Okay, next Advait, can you recite?
Okay, Mataji, can you take it out?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Kayan alpayusha sabya kalavasmin yuge jana manda sumanda matayo manda bhagya hipadita.
Very
Thank you.
good. Thank you. Akshita, can you recite?
Yes, Mataji. Can you take out the slide?
Okay.
Prayana Payasa Sabya Kalavasmin Yuge Jana Manda Sumanda Matayo Manda Bhagya Hiupadrita.
Very good. Thank you. Samskriti?
Can I do it without looking?
Yeah.
Prayana Payasa Sabya Kalavasmin Yuge Jana Manda Sumanda Matayo Manda Bhagya Hiupadrita.
Very good. Thank you. Ramachandra?
Prayanalpayasha sabya kalavasmin yuge jana manda sumanda mataya manda bhagya hipadrita.
Very good. Kavya?
Prayena Payasha Sabya Kalav Asmin Yuge Jana Manda Sumanda Matayo Manda Bhagya Apadruta. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Very good. Thank you, Kavya. Dhruva?
Prayana pasya sabaya kalavasmin yuge jana manda samanda matayo manda bhagya hipadita.
Yupadrita. Very good. Thank you, Dhruva. Khushi, would you like to recite? Hare Krishna, Khushi. Do you want to unmute and recite this? Okay. Rai Prahlad, did you recite? Can you recite, please?
Yes, Mataji. Prayena Payasha Sabya Kalavasmin Yuge Jana Manda Hasmanda Matayo Manda Bhagya Hiupadrita.
Very
Thank you,
good.
Mataji.
Thank you. Krishna Naina, do you want to recite now?
Yes, Mataji, can you take this?
Yeah, I will hide it.
Prayena Payasha Sabya Kalavasmin Yuge Jana Manda Sumanda Matayo Manda Bhagya Hiupadrita. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Very good. You all are reciting beautifully. Mukund, do you want to recite? You just joined?
Yes, Mataji, which sloka? Is it Prayanalpayasha sabya?
Yes, we are reciting that still.
Prayanalpayasha sabya kalavasmin yuge jana manda sumanda mataya manda bhagya hipadrita. Thank you, Mataji. Hare
Very
Krishna.
good. Thank you. Very good. Many of you are reciting without looking at it. And even if you are, if you have still not memorized it, that's okay. You will be able to do it, right? In coming days, we are going to recite it every day. So that's absolutely fine. Okay. So after this verse, we will move to our next session. The next part of Bhagavatam. So here, now we are at this verse 2:7:26, because we saw many incarnations which were described before. And who is describing about these incarnations? To whom? I already told you, right? Why are we reading about this in Bhagavatam? Who is talking to whom? Whose conversation is going on?
Mataji, not about this, but can you go back to the fourth slide?
Which one? This one?
Yeah. How come we skipped so many slokas?
For reciting?
Yeah.
We are just picking up the important verses, not
Oh,
all
so
the
exactly
verses.
what we're doing in the Wednesday.
Yes, yes,
Except
that's
they're
right.
ahead. Okay, got it.
Yeah. So
We
here
didn't do
also,
this one in the Madhava class. That's why I got confused.
okay. Yeah, so we are taking only the important verses which were which have been quoted by Srila Prabhupada or which we need
Okay.
to know about. So here it says that the symptoms of Kali Yuga. In this iron age of Kali, men almost always have but short lives, and how it's going to be quarrelsome. The people will be lazy, misguided, and disturbed. So this is important for us to know, right? This verse. So we chose this
Yeah.
one. So only important
Yes.
verses we are going to learn.
It's because in the Wednesday class also we're doing important slokas, right? But we're
Yes,
at
yes.
like 20. We're at 24 right now. That's why. So I got
Okay.
confused.
You're joining that regularly?
Mataji,
Yeah.
we did this even in that class also. I don't know, Advait getting confused.
Maybe Mataji, I wasn't there that day. Maybe.
Yeah, we have a separate
Uh,
audio that Sukasagari Mataji has made of all the important slokas. I could share it in the Govinda group. You can practice from there also.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Mataji will share in Govinda group also. So if you skipped it there, now you covered it already, right, Advait? Which is good.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so let's learn about this verse. So yeah, I asked one question. Anyone knows the answer? Whose conversation is going on here? Why are we learning about the incarnations of the Lord? I told you last week also, right, in my class, so that you know the flow of the Bhagavatam, what we are reading. Okay, so I'll tell you again. So this is Lord Brahma actually talking to Narad Muni. And Narad Muni is asking questions, and accordingly Lord Brahma is answering and telling him about Lord and his incarnations. Okay, is that okay now? Will you not forget?
Okay, Mataji.
Yeah, so
We
this
won't
is
forget.
how we should know the flow of the Bhagavatam, what we are reading. Okay, suddenly now we should not think why suddenly we are learning about incarnations. So this is the conversation going on, and that's why we're reading about that. So we saw some incarnations. We saw last week in my class, we saw the Dhanvantari and who was it? I think you also saw Vamanadev, right? What other incarnations you saw? You also learned about Ramayana, right? Lord Ram, and then about Ravan. Yes. What else you saw?
I think so.
What are the other incarnations?
Vamana, I think.
Vamana is there, yes.
Mohini,
Okay. So
Dhanvantari.
Dhanvantari, yes. Parshuram, we saw also Parshuram, right? So after that verse, now he's telling, Lord Brahma is talking about this verse. He recites this verse. Who would like to read the translation? Who did not get a chance of reciting verse can just call out their name. Balram, I think you joined now. Would you like to read the translation of this verse?
Okay, Mataji. When the world is overburdened by the fighting strength of kings who have no faith in God, the Lord just to diminish the distress of the world, sentence with his plenary portion. The Lord comes in his original form with beautiful black hair, and just to expand his transcendental glories, he acts extraordinarily. No one can properly estimate how great he is. Thank you, Mataji.
Yes. So this is the verse Lord Brahma is reciting to Narad Muni now. When the world is overburdened by the fighting strength of kings who have no faith in God. So the one example was given, right, in last time. Who is that? Ravana, who did not have faith in God, right? Or who was thinking that he was the God, who was trying to control everything. So when the world is overburdened by such people, to diminish that distress of the world, who comes? Who descends? Lord himself descends with his plenary portion. It's mentioned as plenary portion, not even as plenary portions. The Lord comes in his original form. He came as Krishna with beautiful black hair. And just to expand his transcendental glories, he acts extraordinarily. Because we know that Lord is omnipotent. What is meant by omnipotent? We hear this word many times. Who knows the meaning of this word? Okay, you all can lower hands now. And now whenever I'm asking questions, you again raise your hands. I think these are all from the last time, right? What is meant by omnipotent? We read this word many times. We hear this word.
Mataji, what's the question again?
What is the meaning of omnipotent? Krishna is omnipotent, right? We hear this word again and again. What is meant by that, Patu? We just memorize this word, but what is the meaning?
He can do anything.
He can do anything.
Mataji, he's everywhere.
Everywhere?
He's everywhere.
All powerful.
Yes, powerful, the most powerful one. He can do anything. There is nothing in this world or universe that Krishna cannot do. And so he acts extraordinarily. No one can properly estimate how great he is. It's beyond our understanding how great Krishna is. Nobody can estimate that, or nobody can say that clearly. That much how great Krishna is. So it is mentioned here that Krishna appears with his plenary portion. Who is that? It's only portion, it's not portions. So who is that? Just guess anything. Just tell me one answer. Who can tell me? Can you unmute? Krishna appears with his plenary portion. Who is that?
Radharani?
Balaram.
Balram. Radharani is also correct, but Balram. So both Lord Krishna and Balram are one supreme personality of Godhead. So this is some part I have taken from the purport of this verse. The Lord is omnipotent, like I mentioned here, like we saw the meaning, and he expands himself in innumerable forms and energies. And in that innumerable forms, Baladev is the first personal expansion of Krishna. Okay. So in Vishnu Puran and as well as in Mahabharata, what is mentioned that they both have beautiful black hair, even in their advanced age. So what happens to us when we go in advanced age? Do we still have the black hair?
No,
No, what happens? They either fall,
it becomes white.
turn white or gray, right? These are all the things we get because we have material body. But what happens to Krishna and Balram? They still have their black hair.
They always have their black hair.
Yes.
They're
even-
always looking at the same age.
Yes, always they are 16-year-old boys in spiritual world. Right? Even in Brahma Samhita, there is an example how Lord Brahma is glorifying Krishna, right? Although he is the oldest personality among all living entities, right? He's the origin. So he's the oldest personality, but he always looks like a new youthful boy. That
Mataji,
is- yes.
in a lecture, I heard that Balaram and Krishna are the exact same, except two differences. One is obvious. One is Balaram is fair in complexion, and Krishna is bluish black complexion. The second is that Krishna is the one who gives service, and Balaram is the one who does service.
Okay, very nice. Thank you for sharing that as well. Yes. So here, like in Brahma Samhita, like I mentioned now, how Lord Brahma is glorifying him, that even though he is the oldest personality among all living entities, he always looks like a new youthful boy. That is the characteristic of a spiritual body. But material body is not like that, right? It is symptomized by birth, death, old age, and diseases. but this is all absent in the spiritual body. We will not get to see this. So one of such symptoms is beautiful black hair of Krishna. Like here in Bhagavad Gita, what is this verse? Anyone knows this? 7.25.
Can Balavinda say?
Yes, Balvinda, go ahead.
Mataji, is it
Naham Prakasha.
Naham Prakasha Sarvasya Yogamaya Samamritam Sudodam Navijanati Lokamavajamabram.
Very good. So, what is mentioned? What is the translation? Who wants to read? Let me see who have joined newly. Ojasvi, can you read the translation? Ojasvi. Okay, if she's not there, who is Shriya?
Mataji, Krishna.
Okay, I'm just trying to give others chance who did not
I
read.
never manifest to the foolish and unintelligent. For them, I'm covered by my internal potency, and therefore they do not know that I am unborn and infallible.
So, with such symptoms of Krishna, like having beautiful hair and other symptoms, Krishna says that I'm never manifest to the foolish and unintelligent. For them, I'm covered by my internal potency, and therefore they do not know that I'm unborn and infallible. So, here there are two words that are given to Krishna. The Lord is called Anupalaksha Margaha, or in more technical Vedic terms, Avan Manasa Gocharaha, one who is never to be seen or realized by the limited sense perception of the people in general. What is meant by that? Those who have limited sense perception in general, like those who have limited senses, or those who are not ready to accept the Lord or any truth about the Lord, Krishna is never to be seen. They can never see Krishna. Krishna reserves that right. He chooses that who can see me and who cannot see me. Only the bona fide devotees can know him by his specific symptoms. And one such symptom is mentioned here, that Krishna has beautiful black hair. And both Lord Krishna and Baldev both have such hair. And even in the advanced stage, like I mentioned, and they always appear like young boys. So this is one such symptom which is given here. Sita Krishna Keshaha, beautiful black hair. And this is one symptom. When a pure devotee of Krishna gets to see Krishna, then he gets to see this symptom also, that how beautiful Krishna has, beautiful hair Krishna has. So there can be many other symptoms, right? Like Krishna has beautiful lotus-like eyes. He has this beautiful yellow garment, right? And this is one symptom given here. What about like beautiful black hair of Krishna and Balaram? And who can see that? Who will be able to see that? What Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita? I just now mentioned.
Devotees, bona fide devotees.
Bona fide devotees of Krishna can only see such symptoms of Krishna. So there is one question here. What can be some symptoms of the spiritual body and material body? Like we saw, like in material body, you get gray or white hair, but in spiritual body, that does not happen. What can be the other symptoms? The differences.
Weakness, like you don't have that much strength.
Okay, very good. Everyone just can share one. What the symptoms? Who is Dhana Lakshmi? Have you joined newly?
Mataji, this is Soumya Darshana. She comes to the ISV temple, and I think she's new.
Oh, who has joined as Dhana Lakshmi? Oh, okay, she changed her names. Your name is Soumya Darshana? You joined today?
Yeah. No, I join other times, but I sometimes I don't join.
Okay, no problem. But nice to see you. Welcome to the Govinda group. Is any one of your parent is there in the group?
My parents?
Yeah, in Govinda's group.
Yeah, my mom's in Govinda's group.
Okay, nice to know. Nice to see you. So yeah, just what was the question? Yeah, symptoms of the spiritual body and material body. So Mukund said one, that's strength. What can be the other things?
Mataji, the spiritual body does not have the 7 deadly sins, like greed, pride, all of those.
Okay, very good. Okay, others? Even the simple ones we can say, like we have so much stress here. Okay, I got some here.
No, Mataji, that one kid is remaining in the breakout. I think he did not leave and he's asking help. So I closed the rooms. I closed the rooms.
Okay, I don't know what was that pop-up. Okay, so yes, we have so much of stress here, right? But there is no stress in spiritual world. What can be the other things? We also get when yes.
Mataji, in the material body, we get diseases. In the spiritual body, we don't
There
get
are no
diseases.
Yes, no diseases at all. Also, have you noticed when we get old, we get wrinkles on the skin? The skin becomes wrinkly, right? Gets wrinkles. No such things are there in spiritual world, right? Anyone wants to say anything else? So, Miss Darshana, do you want to share anything?
Spiritual bodies have beauty.
Very good. The beautiful.
Can I
Right?
share one more?
Yes.
There is no BODY in spiritual body. Like there's no birth, old age, disease, and Yamaraj in spiritual body.
Okay, very good. Kavya?
We won't get that old, and then we can just play, and then we don't have to do anything except playing in the spiritual world. In the material world, we have to suffer.
Yes, so much suffering, right? We think that we are happy, but we are not thinking of this suffering. That we take birth, again there is death. We take birth, again there is death. This is all suffering. But in this human form of body, we think that we are very happy, but you never know what will be our next birth. Right?
Actually, in the material world, we need cosmetics to look good. In the spiritual world, we are already looking so good.
Yes.
We're looking so good in the spiritual world that the jewels on us look better by being on us.
Yeah, very nice. Good job. So we will move to the next verse. Already 7:45. Who wants to read this translation? So this was little about the previous verse. Okay.
Mataji, could I read?
Let me see who did not read it. Let's be fair with everyone, and who did not get a chance to say anything, we will give a chance to them. Suraj, can you read?
Translation: There is no doubt about Lord Krishna being the Supreme Lord. Otherwise, how was it possible for him to kill a giant demon like Putana when he was just on the lap of his mother? To overturn a cart with his leg when he was only 3 months old, or to uproot a pair of Arjuna trees so high they touched the sky when he was only crawling. All these activities are impossible for anyone other than the Lord himself.
What is mentioned here? Krishna kills the demons, right? It's three such things are mentioned here, 3 pastimes. Krishna kills demon like
Putana, and he kills the cart demon, and then
what is the name of the cart demon?
What?
What is the name of the cart?
What?
What is the name of the cart demon?
Nakatasura.
Yes,
I don't know the cart demon's name.
Shaktasur. Okay,
Chaktasur, okay.
and then he also
And then he liberates the Arjuna trees, which
yeah,
are Kuvera's sons. I don't know what the first one was, but the other one was Manigriva.
Yeah, Nalagriva and no.
Nala
Nalakuvera and Manigriva.
Nalakuvera.
yes, yes. Very good.
Nalakuvera.
So these three pastimes are mentioned here. And why? All these activities are impossible for anyone other than Lord himself. Right? So when Krishna kills Putana, Krishna was on the lap of his mother, right? I'm not going to discuss this in detail. We all know this beautiful pastime, right? How like Putana, she disguises herself with a beautiful lady and she comes and she's showing her desire to, or to say, she wanted to nurture the child, right? On her lap. And then Mother Yashoda agrees. And then and Krishna was given to her, and Krishna realized that this is the demon Putana, demoness Putana, and she wanted to kill Krishna. So he realized that, and what he did, he sucked her breast along with her very air of life. And the demon's gigantic body, said to be as long as 6 miles, fell down. So she turned into her original form. How long she was? As long as 6 miles, her gigantic body, and she fell down. Krishna killed her. You know how old was Krishna that time?
3 months, maybe even less.
He was even less than 3 months, just few days. And Kamsa had sent her, because who was Putana is who's Kamsa's sister, right? She came to kill. But then Krishna killed her, but he was still in that baby form. He did not change his form or anything to become as big as her, or to show that he has so much strength. He did not have to change his form. He could kill her even in that baby form, right? Why did Krishna not expand himself like Lord Vamana? See, there is one example given here, Lord Vamana. When
Mataji,
yes,
can
so
I
why he
say?
did not expand?
I think it's because Krishna, then everyone will know Krishna is God.
Very good.
Because like if he just killed baby, they would just think it was like a coincidence, or like the Lord went into Krishna's body to help him, something like that, or he was lucky. But if he turned into a different form, then they would know he's God, or like something like that.
Yes. So
Mataji, they would also start worshipping him as God instead of having their Vatsalya Bhav.
right. So whatever love, affection the devotees in Vrindavan have for Krishna, that will be gone, right? Then they will have that, they will be in awe and reverence with Krishna. They will think that, oh, this is God, and not like our Mother Yashoda will think that he's the God. And then there will be absence of that motherly love for Krishna, right? And Krishna does not want that. That's why he always did that in that baby form. And many other demons, like the Shaktasur demon. How old was he? He was just 3 months. This time he was 3 months old, and he killed Shaktasur. What is the story of Shaktasur? How he killed?
I think Krishna
And
was placed in the cart.
Mataji, Krishna was under the cart because Yashoda Mai, I think they were in like doing something like
He
household
was
stuff.
receiving the
And then
guests. Yeah, it was
Krishna was
Nandotsav.
crying, so Mother Yashoda just put him under the cart, and Krishna kicked the cart, and Shaktasur died.
So this is the hand cart they have in the house, and then Mother Yashoda kept him under the cart because she was busy receiving the guests. And then Krishna realized that this is not like the normal cart, this is the demon. And then he also wanted to grab attention of Mother Yashoda because he was hungry. So what he did, he just kicked the cart very hard and he killed that demon. Actually, it was Shaktasur in that form of the cart, and he killed him. So this was when he was 3 months old. This time also, he did not change his form or anything. right? And then there is another example, pastime is given, Arjuna trees, how he liberated them, right? This is a wonderful, our popular, this Damodar pastime, right? Like how Krishna, then Mother Yashoda came and then she thought that, oh, this is all Krishna's, Lord's mercy that my son was saved. So why Mother Yashoda could never see such forms of Krishna when he killed the demons? We just discussed, right? You all answered beautifully that Krishna did not want her to know that he's the Lord. He just wanted to reciprocate with her. He always reciprocates with his devotees, right? He receives that love and affection of his devotees. He wants to relish that. He's pleased with that love. So he doesn't want to show his form to Mother Yashoda. Okay, this is all explained here. Let's read this one by one and then we will end the class because you have Sanskrit. So let's read this carefully. This is one beautiful part of this purport. Who did not get a chance to read? I think Tulsi Manjari did not read today. And you can read 2 sentences, Tulsi Manjari. And Ojas we also.
Yeah.
After that, Ojas we can follow.
Should I start reading, Mataji?
Yes, Tulsi, yes.
That is the way of reciprocation of love affairs between the Lord and his devotees. Yashodamai wanted to have the Lord as her child, and the Lord played exactly like a child in her lap, but at the same time played the part of the Almighty Lord whenever it was so required. The beauty of such pastimes was that the Lord fulfilled everyone's desires.
Yes, thank you. Now, Ojas, can you read?
Yes, Mataji. The beauty of such
Okay,
in
go ahead.
the case of felling the gigantic Arjuna trees, the Lord's mission was to deliver the 2 sons of Kuvera, who were condemned to become trees by the curse of Narada, as well as to play like a crawling child in the yard of Yashoda, who took transcendental pleasure in seeing such activities of the Lord in the very yard of her home.
So you can see how Krishna fulfills so many purposes, right? He also is like a child to her, to his mother Yashoda, and he also plays a part of the Almighty Lord whenever required. Whenever he has to kill a demon, whenever he has to liberate the demon, he does that. But he also remains as a child of his mother. Okay, how Krishna fulfills all the purposes. Like we say in Hindi, right? Ek tir se do nishan. So Krishna fulfills many, he has many targets with one arrow, not just 2. He fulfills all these desires or desires of the devotees or his pastimes and all that, liberating the demons, everything. Okay. So, and why Krishna himself descends? Also because so that we hear about his activities, and only Krishna Katha has the potency to learn from hearts. Otherwise, he's omnipotent. He can just reduce the burden of the world anyhow, right? He doesn't have to descend, but why he comes? So that he performs his activities and we listen to those activities, and only by Krishna Katha or by listening to the activities of Krishna, we can cleanse our hearts. So devotees have great pleasure in listening to pastimes of Krishna. Okay, so this was about these 2 verses. Huh? Somebody saying
Can I
something?
say one thing?
Yes, Mukund, go ahead.
Mataji, there was one sentence that says, in the case of falling of the gigantic Arjuna trees, I just wanted to mention that I heard him on purport or something that the actual name of the Arjuna trees, like more specifically, was Yamala Arjuna trees.
Oh, okay.
I think it was in the Krishna book.
Okay. Yeah, I did not know that. Thank you, Mukund, for sharing that.
I didn't hear a gap in between. I heard it like Yamala.
Somebody speaking?
And this is Shriyan, by the way.
Who's that? Who was speaking now?
Shriyan.
Yes, Shriyan, what was that? Can you say it again? Sorry, I did not hear it.
Yamalarjuna trees, but I also heard that they call it Arjuna trees because they were really strong, and Arjuna is also very strong.
Ah, okay. Very good. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you all. You all share so many things, and sometimes I don't know those things also. Thank you for sharing. Always you all keep sharing, okay? In the class, whatever you know. So I will stop here now. And we have Sanskrit. So Priti Mataji told me to take Sanskrit today. So I'm going to share the PPT. Do you all have any specific notebook for taking down notes of Sanskrit class? Then keep that ready with you. I'm going to share the PPT, and I may not be as good as Priti Mataji, but I will do my best. Okay. And whenever you know something more, please let me know about it. Okay. So first we will revise what all you learned in last class. So what all you learned? What are all these words? Just raise your hands.
Words for food.
Mataji, those are words for food.
That's
Yes.
words for food.
Words for foods we are learning in Sanskrit. Okay, very good. So what was the first word you learned? What is food stuff called in Sanskrit?
Mataji, one was Annam and another one was Bhojanam.
Bhojanam, Annam. What is the first one here?
Aharam.
Aharam. Very good.
Bhakshyam.
Bhakshyam. Very good. And what is the
Bhojam. Khadyam.
Khadyam. Yes, Khadyam. Aharam. So we have 5 words. Aharam, Bhaksham, Khadyam, Annam, Bhojanam. Okay. So are you all writing this down? Have you already written it? Yes.
Mataji, this was in last class.
Yes. So I'm just revising it. Okay. What are the other words? What are these food items now? Okay, Ojasvi, go ahead. Tell me one of these. What is the first? Falani. What is it? What does it mean?
Fruits and
Fruits. Yes.
Yeah.
And what is the next one? Cooked. What is called for? No, what is the word for cooked?
Vyanjana.
Vyanjana. Yes, very good. And rice?
Odana.
Done. Yes. So vegetables?
Shakani.
Shakani. Yes.
Shakani.
And wheat?
Goduma.
Dugnam.
Goduma.
Daya.
Godum.
Daya. Na.
Godum. Okay. And what is the word for grains?
Dhanyam.
Dhanyam. Yes. So do you all try to use these words in your day-to-day life with your parents? That would be a good practice if you do that.
Mataji, for me, I'm used to talking Telugu, but some of the words are same. Like, for eating, I like one of the words you can say Bhojanam, like that.
Huh? What is
In
that word?
Telugu, Bhojanam also means eating, so I'm used to speaking in Telugu. So like,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mataji,
Yes.
Godama is wheat, same in Telugu.
Oh, okay. I'm sure there are so many Indian languages must be having some of these words common with Sanskrit, right?
Mataji,
Yes.
no words that
Go ahead.
I use annam as like when I talk about food.
Food.
I like
Prasadam.
annam.
Okay. Very good.
Mataji,
Yes.
I speak like Hindi is my mother tongue. I don't really know Telugu, but in Hindi, there are words bhojan and vyanjan.
Ahar also, I think, right? Vyanjan is also there.
Yeah, ahar also, but it means something different.
Mhm.
Not like food, but then bhojan and what was the other one?
Vyanjan.
Yeah, and vyanjan. Yeah, they mean like something food.
Yes.
Mati, in Telugu, annam doesn't mean like food in general. It means
Yeah, it
rice.
means rice. Rice.
Oh, okay.
And in Hindi, no, I don't know about Hindi, but Sanskrit means grains.
Okay.
It's a different one.
Okay. So we'll move to the next one. Now, milk products. What is milk in Sanskrit?
Dugdam.
Yes.
Mataji in Telugu, pai means milk.
Yeah.
Vayaha. Yes. or
Payaha, because
Kshira.
payasam.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
what Mati taught us last week. Like,
Yes.
is to
That's
drink
yeah.
it
That's
with
right.
payasam.
Yes. Whatever you want to
Pie.
share with me. Payasam. Yes. That comes with.
Mataji,
Yes.
in Hindi, even anna means grains.
Okay. Okay.
Yee.
We learned this. Did you learn this?
Mataji, Shira is more like
Like ocean, I think. Like
Huh?
Shira.
Shiram. That is also milk. Milk ocean, we say, right? Shirodakshai.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah. So you learned this verse, which has these words in that, like dugdha.
Learn it, but we did see it.
Yeah.
We did
I
not
don't
learn
think
it,
we
but we
learned
did see it.
Yeah, we just saw it.
Yeah,
Okay.
read it.
So shall we recite it once?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. Sarvopanishado gavo.
Sarvapanishado gavo.
Dugdha gopalanandanaha.
Dugda
Nandana.
Partho vatsa sudhir bhokta.
Parthavatsa Sudhir Bhokta.
Dugdham Geetamritam Mahat.
Geetamritam Mahat.
Mamat.
Which verse is that?
Mataji, why are all of the
Dugdam.
O's big?
Dugdam Geetam.
What is that, Suraj?
Dugdha.
Why are all the O's enlarged or capitalized?
It's like a loud of that word. Like you have to say it with force. Like oh.
I don't know actually why O is capital. But there is this word Dugdham, which comes in this verse, and that's why Mataji chose this, which means milk.
Because Mataji in chat language, if anything is in capital letters besides the first letter of a sentence, okay, that means someone is shouting.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So let's now. Did you learn
Mataji,
this
I know
one?
why. Can I say
I
why?
know how to say this one. Where's Mataji?
Mataji,
This
can I
one?
say why the O's are
Okay.
big?
Tell me. Yes.
Because in English, I mean in like typing, you know how if you type it on the computer, you can't like do the dots and like the lines over the letters. So O, when if any letter is uppercase, it's elongated, like gavo. It's not gavo, it's gavo, like that. Or
Oh,
like
okay.
my dad told me. Or Gopala. It's like it's Gopala, not Gopala, like that.
Actually, you can put those lines and stuff, but then you just it will just take a really long time.
Yeah, you can, but on computer.
Okay. I
because
will ask Mataji also. Let's make sure with her. Okay.
Okay.
Mataji, that's
That's a
also
good
what I
question.
think
We can
because
ask her. That's a good
Mataji, that's also what I think because it says Sarvopanishadogavo. Like it makes sense when you're saying it with the like a very forceful voice of the O. So I think that's
there
what
are
it's meant.
many words with the O, right? Sarvo, Gavo, and Gopal. That's why I'm thinking O is. But we can ask Mataji. Okay. Did you learn about these words of yogurt?
Mataji,
We learned that. We learned that. So the other
I know
means
this
yogurt
first, Mataji.
and Kshirajam. These two words. are given for yogurt.
Yeah, Mataji taught us.
Mataji, can I say the verse?
Very.
And you also learned this verse.
This is
Yes.
sweet rice, huh?
This is, yes,
Curd
Now-
rice. Yeah, curd rice. I
curd
know.
rice.
Curd we
Did
learned.
you learn
Mataji.
about curd rice? Okay, you learned only up to this, right? Last time, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
We learned curd, but at the time of curd also she said about curd rice, but you can repeat this slide, Mataji.
Which one? This one?
Yeah, curd rice one. Curd rice one we can repeat.
Curd rice. Now let's see what is called for curd rice, okay, in Sanskrit. So here, Masarana Kavalam is given in this verse. So this means, Masarana means something very shiny or smooth. So curd is also called as Masarana, and Kavalam means the rice, balls of rice. So this word comes here, Masarana Kavalam means curd rice. So should we read this verse? Do you always recite the verses?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes. Or we can just read the translation. We will do that. Okay. Yes. Second, just give me a minute. Yeah. Can you see the translation now? Full. Wants
Yes,
to read?
Mataji.
We will know where this word has come. Masarana Kavalam.
Mataji, can I read?
Okay, go ahead.
Krishna is Vajana, right?
Yagya book. That is
Yajna book. That is, he eats only offerings of
Yagya.
Yajna, but to exhibit his childhood pastimes, he now sat with his flute tucked between his waist and his tight cloth on his right side, and with his horn bugle and cow driving stick on his left, holding in his hand a very nice preparation of yogurt and rice, with pieces of suitable fruit between his fingers. He sat like the whirl of a lotus flower, looking forward toward all his friends, personally joking with them and creating jubilant laughter among them as he ate. At that time, the denizens of heaven were watching, struck with wonder at how the personality of Godhead, who eats in yajna, was now eating with his friends in the forest.
Yes, a beautiful description, right?
Mataji.
How he has his things, like he has his flute, and then he has a bugle on the left side, he has his stick, everything. And what he has in the hand? Curd rice, the ball of curd rice. So this is,
Even in Brahmavila, after when all the boys and cows were kidnapped, he still had the curd rice he was filling. He was going and
yes. Yes. So do you want to, yes, thank you for sharing that, Shriyan. Thank you. So do you want to,
Mataji.
do you all want to write down this word for curd rice? Masarana Kavalam. Can you all write it down?
Mataji, does Kavalam also count in curd rice?
Kavalam, yes. Kavalam means ball, rice balls. Okay. And Masarana is something which is smooth and shiny. So curd is also called as Masarana. So Masarana Kavalam, curd rice. So who all like curd rice?
Me, Mataji.
So now you know one word for curd rice, and you can use it in your daily, day-to-day life. You can just, whenever you want curd rice, you can ask your mom. What will you say? What do
Mataji,
you
I'll just ask, can I eat Masarana Kavalam today?
Yes. Yes. So you write this down. I don't think we have time for these two words, butter and buttermilk and ghee. Maybe you learn this with Mataji.
Mataji.
And Mataji explains it more beautifully, right? So you will learn it even quickly with her. So
Mataji.
after you note down this, we will stop here, okay? Because we have another class at 8:15. Anyone is saying something?
Yes, Mataji. It's called masala kaval.
Masarana. Here, actually, it's little small. Let me just increase the font. Here, can you see Masarana Kavalam?
Okay, masala. Mataji, I just noticed it's actually called Masrina Kavalam.
Masarana, that's what I heard. I'm from Mataji also. So you make sure with her, okay, Mukun? Actually, that's a good question. You can ask her, okay?
But Mataji, I can see that in the shloka, like where it says the text 11, then if you find Masrina, then there's a dot
Masrana.
under the R, which means that it's a Masrina, not
Masrana.
And if it was Masarana,
So that is possible. We can ask Mataji, okay? That is possible. Thank you for that question. So if you all have noted this down, we can end because we just have 2 minutes for next class. All right? Or it's 8:30 or 8:20. Okay.
We have, but we can close, Mataji. We will be having a group. for
We
other
will
classes.
end here. Thank you for being patient with me. I also learned many words with you all. And I will see you all next week. Okay. Thank you. Ancha Kalpataru. Hare Krishna. See you all next week.